I guess before you even got into FaZe, though, I had the honor of recruiting you live in Road to
Oh,
Kill
you did
Cam.
recruit me, yeah.
I recruited you on Ghost, Road to Kill Cam on Ghost.
Yeah.
You were the only non-FaZe member, and I'm like, Adapt, go change your gamer tag. Now, I wouldn't want to put the old clip because I was cussing in it, and I just sounded disgusting in it. But
what did I sound like?
And I looked disgusting in it. But it's cool. It's cool.
Play the clip, man.
It's like probably up here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a cool piece of history. I got to recruit you to FaZe. I'm not saying I'm the one that brought you in. I don't remember how you got in, but what's the story of you joining FaZe? You would know. So
I mean, to be honest, I was like I don't want to say the best, but like one of the best trick shotters outside of FaZe in that BO2 era for mad long.
Yeah.
That door was never open for me because Steve Bass was the leader of FaZe at the time and calling all the shots. You know this. Up until that moment, always would like move a certain way when he was in the chat, like in the Skype chats, or like pretty much is like glazed out of him. I was the one person who was not afraid to talk.
Yeah.
Like I was in like the Skype chat and saw like Seabass just to sit like see what he would say. Like everyone's like, "Oh my God, Seabass, look at my clip. What do you think about this?" I would just be in there talking, trolling. Like I wasn't.
You were just a troll. You were a young kid. Yeah, and you were trolling, but yeah, it wasn't received very well.
Yeah, I was young at the time. He didn't like it though. He did not like it, so he kind of blacklisted me. Which was like years later, I was like still trick shotting and got really good. I'm like, damn, I should be in FaZe, but because I was like. Yeah. But really, it wasn't like that serious. Like, I was like, I was just like trolling. Like I didn't say anything crazy. I was just like nerd. Like, and then like he would kick me from the chat, my team chat. He would kick me from my source chat. I have such vivid memories of this. And I'm like, how is someone who's not in our team kicking me from our team chat and no one's saying?
We were all young and Banks, that was interesting.
And Banks would like always unmute me and bring me back in. But the story of how I joined was like. I told you, like, for a while, I was a really good trick shotter. And outside of that, also making content on YouTube. Like, I had, at the time, people didn't have, like, big fan bases outside of FaZe that were trick shotters. I had, like, 80,000 subs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just making trick shotting videos. And Banks joined FaZe. And me and Banks were in SOAR together. We would talk a lot and, like, manage kind of SOAR and, like, pick the, like, opener for SOAR in his house. So he was, like, very much so involved. And we would talk a lot. And he joined FaZe on some sort of, like with a leadership role.
Yeah.
And
he came up with the idea of Phase 5.
Yeah.
The recruitment challenge. And then he joined after.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
And what's it called? He joined, and for a while he would tell me, he's like, don't worry, like give me some time, like I'll get Seabass to come around, just keep sending me clips. I'm going crazy. I'm sending him clips every single day. Every single day, boom, this, boom, this, boom, this. Like our Skype, if I had I wish I could find our messages. It's just me sending him mad clips. BO2, like the era wraps up, and at this point, I'm like convinced. In my head, I'm fully convinced I'm never joining FaZe. I fully accepted it. I'm like, it's cool, whatever. Ghost comes out. We're doing the 6-man. I'm the only non-FaZe member in the lobby, which wasn't rare, by the way. I was all very much so in a lot of those lobbies. That's why when you hear my reaction, I was genuinely like shocked, like ecstatic. Like I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like really? Like I thought I was blacklisted.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, like I got in? Yeah. I'm like, what? Go.
Yeah.
And then from that moment, I was like, okay, now that I'm here, because a lot of people would join FaZe, and that was like that was like the finish line for them. They're like, okay, this was just like a fun hobby. I wanted to see if I could beat the game. I got in FaZe, I'm done. I was like, nah, like this means you got to go harder. So I promised myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a YouTube video every single day, not missing a single day. And I did that like
up until the New York day.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Yeah, man. I think it's shocking that there's like a few people that joined FaZe and they never put out one video with FaZe.
Never. They stopped.
Like
a lot.
Well, it's insane. It's insane. I never understood that. People have different mentalities, but I think I was like you. I was making videos every day, nonstop for years. That was the only way. That was the only way to do it. So you joined FaZe. And I think what was really cool about your story of being in FaZe is you were in high school. You were in your, I don't know if you were in your junior year, but I know your senior year was very much like a series on your channel. Bro. I know you had vlogs at your school. And what was that like, being like the most popular kid in high school, being in FaZe, about to graduate, and just vlogging it all?
It's crazy because looking back on it, and when you say it like that, it is crazy.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was so regular for me. Like I joined my junior year, right? And it was very regular. No one knew nothing. Like I had one friend who I would talk to, Muhammad, my boy Mo.
Shout out Mo.
Y'all know him. That was my man.
Everyone knows Mo, by the way. I told you off camera, but I asked my Discord for some questions to ask you, and there was so many people talk about Mo and Roman. Like, your friends are like
And
in
Roman
the
too.
FaZe lore.
But like in high school, I had one real friend, real homie. Like I mean, like friend, like someone I could talk to, text. Like
Yep.
we would go work out. That was Mo. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I didn't talk to no one. No one really knew my name.
Really, all the way up until your junior year.
Bro, no one really like. Yeah.
See, that's crazy to me as your friend, knowing your personality. Like,
I was a lot like more quiet and shy, and like a lot more. I don't know. I think about it a lot. I think just I was younger, obviously, and I just didn't have enough experience in different like social settings and things like that. So that's why I was a lot more comfortable on the game.
yeah,
Like that's where I developed a lot of like that sounds crazy, but like social skills and like how to like hold a conversation with someone and respond in certain way. Like
No,
and then,
same.
and I would go in IRL and I'm just like didn't know like I would be scared and nervous because I didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But Mo was my man's. But up until my senior year, no one knew. No one knew that I was a YouTuber and that I made videos and that I had like I don't know like 400K at the time until
that's crazy.
Until this one video I made calling these two girls. I called them stupid.
Oh no,
Bro, it wasn't anything crazy, but like we played this game called Senior Assassins. Long story short, I was making videos every day. So I would pretty much go home and talk about whatever happened that day, if there was a story. Because sometimes there'd be cool stuff to talk about. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to go home and tell this story and upload this video. But something happened pretty much in this game I would play. It's called Senior Assassins, where like you're with a partner. Mo is my partner. There was a prize pool of like a couple $1,000. If you get shot with a water gun off campus, you get eliminated. Anyways, they like lied and said that I got shot with a water gun, all this stuff. Like I didn't. I had my floaties on. I was in my car. And like I told the story. And when I told the story, it was like fresh after it happened. So I like came home and I was like,
you were pissed.
Still turned up. I'm like, I can't believe these. I can't believe these. Tried a lot. I was wilding though. I should not have been speaking like that. I was mad. And then pretty much what happened, how everyone in my school found out is I told you this was a game all the seniors played, right?
Yeah.
So when someone got eliminated, this page would post a photo of the senior that got eliminated and be like
eliminated.
Like whatever the person's name is, eliminated. They posted the YouTube link and said disqualified unsportsmanlike conduct. To the link to my YouTube video.
So your whole
everybody in my school saw this. I'm telling you, for years they had no idea.
That's crazy. That is probably such a crazy like lore in people's lives. Like people that went to high school together, they like that moment of watching that and being like, wait, what? Bro, even those girls,
bro,
sure they still talk about that.
One of them was in my English class, bro. I was in the gym. I remember being with Mo, and he's like, "Bro, do you see this?" Because I think I had noties on for that page, or one of us did. So like we would know if like like something happened. And I'm like sitting there like, "Oh my god!" And the next day at school was crazy. The next day was the craziest part because they got posted like at like night, the afternoon, and I just remember going to school the next day. And I'm like in certain classes. Like I told you, I didn't talk to no one. I had one homie who I really would like kick it with, whatever. Other than that, I would headphones in, chilling, go do my work, go home. I'm in like English class and I'm hearing my voice being played through people's iPhones in like six people. A lot of people don't even know I'm in this class.
Yeah,
that's how like ghost I was. You know what I mean? Like like I'm like sitting in the back of the class. I'm hearing my voice being played through people's iPhones, and then like people are talking about it amongst each other before the class. Like, do you see this? Like, and it was like one of two things. People were either like, yeah, like that was up, like on Sportsman, like yeah, he should have got bounced, or it was like, nah, like that was mad funny. Like what? Like I saw that video, and I started dying. Like people had like split opinions, but it was just weird being in school, like hearing a YouTube video being played by like your classmates.
Like you got it revealed to the whole school.
Yes.
What was it like after that? Were people like cool with your channel? Were people giving you, making fun of your videos, or like how did people react after that?
I mean, for sure. I mean, some people thought it was cool, and other people thought it was like lame and like a nerdy thing to like play Call of Duty and make YouTube video. Like it wasn't seen as like a cool thing back
Definitely
then.
not, yeah.
Like now it's like, oh, you want to be a streamer? That's cool. Like there's esports classes being taught in colleges. Parents like push for their children to like pursue streaming if that's what they want to do. Back then it was like, if you're making content, filming yourself on the game, you're a nerd.
Yeah.
Like I kind of was a nerd, but like people would let me know. Like they're like, yeah, like this, and like some teachers, like even teachers, like had like weird animosities about it towards me. I could tell. Some people thought it was cool. Some people thought it was weird. But after that, I was like, you know, and then I just started vlogging more, and like I would vlog in high school and make videos. Like I would film like my senior year, like in between classes, like stuff like that, and like my day in the life, like at the gym, editing, like going out to eat here. So like to answer your question about like what was it like, it was crazy for sure, because I just remember how everyone will act. Like I was in school with these people for like 4 or 5 years, and
5 years.
like,
Oh, you're saying before high school?
yeah, like
It's like, did you repeat your senior year or something? We don't know.
no,
about?
like eighth grade,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
eighth grade.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
But like, and then like I never had no conversation with them. They never bothered to go out of their way to talk to me. And now it's like I'm a senior, and now it's like it's super up. I'm getting 100K subs a month.
Yeah.
This and that is happening, and now it's like people are like, "Yo, like, what's good? Like, I could get a shout out on Twitter. Or, like, you could follow me. Like, you could help me start my YouTube channel." And it's like, what?
So that was your first kind of experience of that. I mean, we've had a lot of that now, unfortunately, over the last decade, of those weird relationships. Where
Yeah.
people are looking for something. Or the opposite, when you have nothing to give them, they disappear. But like, that was your first probably time seeing that happen in front of, like, you know, live.
Yeah,
Someone
in
really
real
coming for
time.
you, like, and you could tell they're trying to use you. You know what I mean?
In real time, yeah, seeing people like who you would see every day, and now they're like, "Oh, this way he does." Okay, now I feel like I should go talk.
We're friends now.
Like
Yeah.
now we're cool. Like now we're friends. Like what?
Well, that was only a couple months, right, until you graduated?
Yeah, it was like 4 or
Okay.
5 months where it was like really going crazy, where it was like 6, 7, 8, 900K, all the way up until $1 million right before I graduated.
That's
right
so
after I graduated.
So crazy. I know you've spoke about your teacher, like, you know, as your senior year, you had to write kind of like your dream, right? Or what was
Yeah.
it? I know you've told that story, but for the people that haven't heard it, you had to write what you wanted to do after high school.
Yeah, it
And
was.
to your point of the teachers were kind of being weird with you, or, you know, one of the teachers was pretty direct, right? Didn't she kind of tell you how dumb your dream was?
That was at the beginning of my senior year. Like this was like September, October. It's like a senior checkout form. And it's like, all right, what colleges do I apply to? What are my plans for after school? Like, am I going to the military? Like, am I taking a gap year? And then at the bottom, it just says other. And I wrote, it's on my Instagram, move into a house move to New York with 5 friends and make YouTube videos, something like that. And I turned it in, and like, I remember my physics teacher, who I actually really love, by the way, she was always very nice, but she saw that and she was like, "Alex, like, come on, like, you gotta start taking life serious. Like, this serious is not a joke." Like, and I'm like, I am taking it serious. I know it's not a joke. It's what I'm doing. She's like, okay. And I get called to my counselor's office like the next day, and my parents are in there waiting too. I'm like, I get like blindsided.
What?
I'm like, what? Like, what's going on?
Your mom's hyped, huh? She's like, I've been telling him for years.
Yeah, they're in there like this. Like,
Yeah.
like my senior checkout forms on the desk is like, you got to start applying to colleges and taking some initiative and like think about your future. And I'm like, yo, I am doing all of this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here trying to like tell them without sounding crazy.
So that was before the whole explosion within your high school.
This was this was before I had started vlogging in my high school and making day in the lives and stuff like that. When it was time to leave, my English teacher was like, yo, like, you're supposed to write like a senior essay, like a checkout essay about like, I don't know if it was like about your plans or like about what your future, what it is. And instead of doing an essay, I asked my teacher, I was like, can I make a video? Because I make videos. And I'm like, I'm not going to college. Like, everyone's writing essays about like this, that. Can I just make a video and like summarize it and like commentate it? It's like, yeah, sure. I remember working so hard on this video. So I'm talking like 8 to 12 hours just of strictly like keep vidding videos and like clipping.
Oh, you
down.
made like a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I still have it, and like finding data and analytics and numbers and like I worked more at the time, especially on this video, than I did any video at the time. And it wasn't a video I was posting.
Yeah.
So unlisted video for a school project. And I showed it in front of the class. And my teacher gave me like a D on it.
No way.
Or a C, this piece.
No way.
It was a good video too. I'm like so mad, bro. He's like, yeah, like it was missing something. And that was
he was a critic, huh?
bro, it was one of the teachers that had like hidden animosity towards me because he knew I was making money. He knew I was on YouTube. And then I went back to the school and did like a speech like after I graduated, like 2-3 years later for one of those like Nissan documentaries.
Oh, okay.
And I went to his classroom. It might have been 2 years after I graduated, 3. I went back to his classroom and I remember he was like, I'm an author. Like, I want you to like, could you like shout out my book?
No way.
It's like, you think like this is my book I'm writing, like I could sign it and like you could show it on your video. You serious? I did not forget what you did. I'm not even gonna name drop him, but yeah.
What did you say to him though? Yeah, sure. Did you just play it off?
Did one of those like, oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. That's hilarious. That quick, man.
Bro.
How quick do they turn around? That's hilarious. That's a funny story. You got a D on that final project. You got some haters in high school.
Bro, hella haters, bro.
Your mom was hyped in the principal's office.
Bro,
Like, get
I'm thinking about it. Like,
get this
damn.
kid to college.
Damn, who was on my side?
Okay, so
Besides the guys.